before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications for all our new videos. Nakahito Game, Jikuryu-chu. Genres: game, comedy, drama. Iride Akatsuki has unlocked hidden content in the game he's playing, Nakahito Jino, and it turns out that this content is a real-life game. He soon wakes up to find that he has been kidnapped and taken to a strange place along with a number of other teammates. Each of them specialize in a certain sort of game, like cultivation games, fighting games, puzzle games, etc. A llama-headed teacher gathers them after level 1 is cleared to explain how the game will proceed. Will this group of gamers succeed and make it back to their real lives? Number 9. Pandora Heart, released in 2009. Oz Vesalius, the protagonist, is the heir to one of the Duke houses and has just turned 15. He lives a luxurious life where he doesn't care about anything at all, and the only thing that bothers him is that he doesn't have a father. But his carefree life is abruptly ended when he is thrown into the abyss for no reason, and is only saved much later by a chain known as Alice, a blood-stained black rabbit. But no one really knows why he was imprisoned in the abyss, and what does Pandora want from him. Just like Assassination Classroom, Pandora Heart seemed to be a little lighthearted in the beginning, but as its deep plot slowly starts to unfold, it takes a darker turn. The main protagonists of both shows have gone through a lot in the past, and their present coldness to the world around them is an outcome of that. Evil. 12,000 years after the events of Genesis Aquarian, humans live on the star Vega under constant threat of transdimensional beings called abductors. These enemies originate from Vega's sister star Altair and raid Vega for human life. As a countermeasure, an organization known as Neo-Diva formed to combat the abductors. They pilot advanced mechasuits called Aquaria and are strictly separated by gender. Boys and girls are not allowed contact, they are even restrained from fighting on the same battlefield. However, events take a shocking turn when an advanced abductor mechasuit joins the fray. Two teenagers, Makono and Amata, are dragged into the conflict. Unknowingly, Amata performs a taboo when he summons an Aquaria and utilizes what is called the Forbidden Union between a male and female Aquaria. Neo-Diva is shocked, and the repercussions of Amata's actions are much farther reaching than he realizes. How was he able to summon an Aquaria? Where did he learn to form a Forbidden Union? And why was Mikino also able to pilot the mechasuit? Kakeguri. Genres: game, mystery, psychological, drama, school, shonen. Unlike many schools, attending Hyako Private Academy prepares students for their time in the real world. Since many of the students are children of the richest people in the world, the academy has its quirks that separate it from all the others. By day, it is a normal school, educating its pupils in history, languages, and the like. But at night, it turns into a gambling den, educating them in the art of dealing with money and manipulating people. Money is power. Those who come out on top in the games stand at the top of the school. Yumeko Jambi, a seemingly naive and beautiful transfer student, is ready to try to win her hand at Hyako's special curriculum. Unlike the rest, she doesn't play to win, but for the thrill of the gamble, and her borderline insane way of gambling might just bring too many new cards to the table. Usuo Shoujo Machiavellianism. Genres: action, comedy, school, shonen. The private Aichi Symbiosis Academy was originally a high school for high-class girls. When it became co-ed, the girls, out of fear, asked to be permitted to bring weapons to school. When that was enforced, a 5-member vigilante corps-like organization called the Supreme Five Swords was also formed. After many generations, the Five Swords eventually became a group which corrected problematic students, and the academy started proactively accepting such students in order to correct them. Nomura Fudo was sent to this school after being part of a huge brawl. What will he do when the only options he has after enrolling are being expelled from the school or being corrected the way the rest of the male students were? by being forced to dress and act like a girl. Grisha No Kajitsu. Genres: drama, harem, psychological, romance, school. Yuji Kazami is a transfer student who has just been admitted into Mihami Academy. He wants to live an ordinary high school life, but this dream of his may not come true anytime soon, as Mihama Academy is quite the opposite. Consisting of only the principal and 5 other students, all of whom are girls, Yuji becomes acquainted with each of them, discovering more about their personalities as socialization is inevitable. Slowly, he begins to learn about the truth behind the small group of students occupying the academy. They each have their own share of traumatic experiences which are tucked away from the world. Mihama Academy acts as a home for these girls. They are the fruit which fell from their trees and have begun to decay. It is up to Yuji to become the catalyst to save them from themselves. But how can he save another when he cannot even save himself? Makin Ki. Based on the manga series by Hiromitsu Takeda, this romantic comedy is about Takeru Oyama, a typical perverted teenage boy. His new school doesn't require entrance exams, and it just turned co-ed. Unfortunately, his dreams of a happy high school life are dashed when he finds out the school is much more than it seems. All of the students wield a special item, a Makin, to unleash their magical abilities in duels. Can Takeru find a Makin that works for him even while trying to fit in at a new school and dealing with all kinds of girl problems? Tokyo Ravens. Onmyoto magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. But Japan was quickly defeated after the revered Amiyoji Yako Tsuchimikado caused the Great Spiritual Disaster, an event which plagues Tokyo to this very day. As a result of this mishap, the Onmyo Agency was established in order to exercise further spiritual disasters and combat the demons that would make their way into this world. Number 2. Danganronpa, released in 2013. Adapted from a video game franchise, Danganronpa is set in an elite high school known as Hope's Peak Academy. Only the most talented students are able to get in and receive their own unique titles based on their skills. Makoto Negi is one of the 15 students who make it through the selection process, and he holds the title of Super High School Level Luck. Being the luckiest student in his school, Negi feels overly ecstatic, but this feeling soon fades away when he realizes that he has been trapped in the school with all the other students. Their bear-like principal announces a game where they have to kill each one of their fellow students without being noticed by anyone, and only the last one who survives will eventually escape the school. Danganronpa is more of a psychological thriller. But just like Assassination Classroom, it features an overpowered animal-like creature who leads the school students. If you've already played the original game of the series, you'll probably be a little disappointed by this anime adaptation. But for others, this high school mystery will keep you at the edge of your seat all the time. Star Driver Kagayaki no Takuto. Deep beneath the surface of Southern Cross Isle, a mysterious organization known as the Glittering Crux Brigade frequently gathers in their underground fortress. The group is particularly interested in cyber bodies, stone giants which can transform into massive fighting humanoids, but only in a realm known as Zero Time. By finding and shattering the seals of the island's 4 seal maidens, Glittering Crux hopes to break free of Zero Time and use the cyber bodies anywhere they please. One night, a young man named Takuto Tsunashi washes up on the island shore and is rescued by Sugato Shindao and his fiancée, Wako Agamaki, one of the island's seal maidens. After he awakens, Takuto quickly befriends the two and proceeds to enroll at the local academy where many of his fellow students are secretly members of Glittering Crux. However, Takuto holds a secret. When in Zero Time, he can utilize a cyborg of his own, the Tauburn. In the forthcoming battle, Takuto and the Tauburn will be the key to preventing Glittering Crux from shattering Wako's seal and realizing its nefarious ambitions.